Hi, I'm Jessica Thebus. I am director of Goodman Theater's A Christmas Carol, and these are a few of my favorite moments. Oh, this is such an important moment. This is in Frida's house, Scrooge's niece, and early in the play, she invites him to dinner, and he says, along with lots of other unpleasant things, he says, Christmas dinner? I'll see you in hell first. So that's gracious. And then what he does in the morning, after he wakes up and realizes that it is Christmas Day, is he goes to Frida's house. And it's one of my favorite lines in the whole show. He says, I've come, Frida, and this is the first time he uses her name rather than just calling her niece. I've come, Frida, to dinner. And it's just such a small thing to invite someone to dinner, and then they come to dinner. And yet it's the heart of the whole thing, and this is the moment of the embrace. Okay. This is one of my favorites. So this is the first appearance of Christmas Present. She appears covered in holly and ivy, and it feels like she's growing all over his bed and up his wall, and she has these candles. One interesting thing about it is that this actually is an image from Dickens' novella, that Scrooge's room has grown greenery all around it. It's a gorgeous image, and it's one of those things that turns the ordinary bedroom into an extraordinary place. And the other thing I'll say is that I was very interested in the spirits being images of nature and images of the indigenous divine from the British Isles. The greenery that lasted all the way through the winter was an image of the divine. This image from the land and the early people of the British Isles, where Charles Dickens was from and where he wrote the book, come in the form of the spirits. Okay. This is wonderful. I love this moment. So this is from last year. This is when Scrooge is in the past. He's traveling with the ghost of Christmas past, and he's sitting with Fan, his sister, who he clearly loved. She's a young woman, and she's very sweet to little boy Scrooge. And then there's just this little moment of the death of Fan, which is in this adaptation. It's just a little measure of music, and Fan leaves the stage. So he only gets to be with her for just a moment. And then these are characters that we added last year that are still in the show this year. And they are the deer, the white stag, and the white doe. They're kind of extensions of the spirit of past. Past is the moon, and the deer are extensions on the ground of past. I love them because they're another example of, this early indigenous spirituality in the British Isles, and I love the image of these beautiful white deer that help bring her to the next world. As a director, you're always hoping that all the things you're interested in come together. It's like, oh yes, the deer and Fezziwig and Present and the nature spirits and Scrooge's isolation and different kinds of language, different kinds of connection really do come together to make this very special experience whole. And I get to see that by looking through images. So that's really lovely.